Hello YouTube family, this is Sweet Caroline here, back for my long overdue update. I think the last time I came or posted an update was back at my 9 to 11 weeks post-op, and tomorrow makes 17 weeks since I've had my surgery, so it's been a long time since I posted an update, and I apologize for those of you that have been waiting for me to post an update. If you have, I apologize. If not, then hey, I'm doing it now. So I figured I'd come on today. It is one day early because I officially don't make 17 weeks until tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and Wednesday was the day I had my surgery. But tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I'm off of work, and I probably won't have any time to post anything, so I figured I'd do it today. So let's go over some of the things that I want to talk about since it's been so long since I posted an update. Obviously I've lost some weight since then, but let me go ahead and start with my numbers or my stats. I had my surgery back on August 27th, 2014 at Florida Hospital Carrollwood. That's in the Tampa area of Florida, with Dr. Alfredo Fernandez. My highest weight was 285 pounds. My surgery weight was 270 pounds. Back weeks 9 through 11, or I should say week 11 was the last post, and I was at 231.4 pounds. Week 12, I weighed in at 228.2, which was a loss of 3.2. Week 13, I came in at 227.8, which was only about a half a pound loss. Week 14, I came in at 222, which was a loss of 5.8 pounds, which was one of the best weeks I've ever had. Then week 15, 220.8, which was a loss of 1.2. Last week I came in at 219.6, which was another loss of 1.2. And I haven't weighed in because my weigh-in is tomorrow, but I can tell you that the last time I weighed myself since last week, or currently I am weighing 218.2, which would make that, if I weigh the same amount tomorrow, which it would make the loss a loss of 1.4 pounds this week, which makes it a total of, drum roll, 66.8 pounds from my highest weight and 48.8 pounds since surgery. Amazing. And it's been 4 months. So on the 27th of December, it'll be exactly 4 months since I've had my surgery. And I have lost 66.8 pounds total and 48.8 since surgery. That's amazing. I want to give you a breakdown because I've been keeping track of it. So month 1, I lost 18 pounds total. Month 2, I lost 14.2 pounds total. Month 3, I came in at 7 pounds. And then so far this month, and the month's not over, so far this month I have lost 9.6 pounds. So those are really great numbers for monthly. I mean, at the rate I'm going, I'll be in Wonderland. Hopefully by the time I reach my 6 months, which is my goal at the time for right now, is to be in Wonderland by my 6-month surgery, and it's looking like I'm going to be able to pull that off, hopefully, if everything stays well. So, we talked about my weight loss and the numbers. I wanted to talk about my sizes. When I started this journey, I was wearing size 24 pants, and they were really snug on me, but I didn't want to go up to the next size up, so I wore them like that. I am currently wearing a size 18 pant and a size between 16 and 18 shirt, because I tend to be losing weight from my waist up much faster than I am from my waist down, which I am a Latin woman, so we tend to carry most of our weight from the hips down. But so excited, from a 24 to an 18, and the 18s are actually fitting loose on me right now, but I don't want to spend the money and to buy the 16s just yet, because I want to wait as long as possible, so that I don't have to keep spending money, because I'm going through clothes like crazy. But yeah, so exciting. I love it. What else did I want to talk about? So the reason why I haven't been on YouTube for such a long time. The last time I had an update, I believe I mentioned that I had decided to go back to school and get my bachelor's degree in business. So I have been really focusing on my education. It's taking up a lot of my time. I work full-time. My hours are crazy at work. By the time I get home, then I have to focus on my schoolwork. And then come next month, I'm going to be even busier because right now I'm only doing one class. Starting next month, I'll have 2 classes. And so you probably won't see me as often as I would like to post. But, you know, I'm going to try to still keep doing those posts whenever I have time available. But that is the reason why I haven't been on YouTube for a long time, or Facebook or anything, because I have just been really, really busy between work, school, and everything in between, you know, family life and just home stuff. And, you know, my daughter's graduating from high school this year, so it's just a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, so I'm hoping that everyone else is doing great, is enjoying the holiday season, and they're all, you know, healthy and happy. And, you know, I've seen a few videos recently, some of you, you know, having your ups and downs, but I know you guys are going to, you know, pull through it and be just fine. I just, you know, I have faith in that everybody's going to be just fine. Okay, so we talked about sizes, school, NSVs. You know, I don't think I've ever mentioned at least I don't remember mentioning any NSVs in my prior videos. And I'm trying to think if I have, I mean, other than going down pant sizes and, you know, clothes sizes, that's a big NSV, but I think that coincides with the weight loss. For me, an NSV really is something more that has not so much with numbers as in sizes or the scale, but just either emotional or other things that are NSVs. In the beginning, right after I had surgery, I didn't want to tell anybody at work that I had the surgery because I was afraid of what people were going to think of me. Because when my sister had her surgery 6 years ago, and I had heard about these types of surgeries, I had made assumptions about that too. And so those types of assumptions, obviously I was wrong about them. And I know how people think because that's how I thought at first. And so I didn't want anybody thinking of me like if I was lazy and I couldn't do this on my own, or I didn't want to put in the work, or you know, I just didn't have the willpower to stop eating and all of these other things. But it's been 4 months, and I have noticed that I'm more open about it now. You know, people have been noticing a lot, especially at work, that I've been losing weight. They're telling me that I'm super skinny and I'm just melting away, and how good I look and how much younger I look, and so many compliments I have been receiving. So, you know, I wanted to go ahead and open up, and I've told a few people at work and some friends also outside the family that didn't know now know. And I don't feel embarrassed or ashamed, or even, and not so much ashamed or embarrassed of having the surgery, but of keeping that secret from them, like if I was trying to hide a dirty little secret. And so, you know, now I'm way more open, and I love that because I'm not afraid to tell people, you know, I had surgery, so what? It's what I had to do. It's a decision that I had to make for myself, and it's the best decision that I have made. I know I'm going to be around a lot longer for my kids, and that was the point, you know. It was to get healthy and to be able to, you know, experience life. Where before I wasn't living, now I'm living. So I'm not ashamed of that anymore. So that's, to me, is one of the biggest NSVs of the surgery, is now just being able to open up to people, telling them what I decided to do and how it's been benefiting me. And, you know, some of them have actually expressed interest in possibly doing it themselves. So if I can help someone else out, then hey, that's the reason, one of the reasons why I started doing this videos to begin with, is so that anybody that was on the fence can see the benefits of having these types of surgeries and possibly go on and do it themselves. So there you have it. Other than that, I'm trying to think of any other NSVs. I mean, I don't I've been so busy with work and school that it's not like I don't really, if I have had any NSVs, I haven't been paying attention to them or not remembering them. But I'm going to try to keep on, or I'm going to try to like keep track of it now, because I think that they're happening a lot more often now than before. Because I think in the beginning it was harder for anybody to realize that I was losing weight. I am 5'1" and I was at 285 pounds. So it was a lot of weight for me to lose for anybody to even begin to notice that I was losing weight. So I think now is where I'm getting to a point where more people are realizing or noticing the difference. And that feels great. And the reason why I'm trying to go through these topics so fast, because I don't want to make this a long video, and I'm already at 10 minutes. I know people are busy, especially around the holiday season, and you got family and shopping and all of this, cooking and preparation, all of this stuff to do, and I don't want to make a long video. So I made a list of some things that I wanted to touch base on really quick, just so that I have my input out there, but that's it. Meets and greets. I'm so frustrated because I would love, so many of these meets and greets, the Tennessee and WLSFA and all of these other meets and greets that are going on, and I haven't been able to participate in a single one. It's just not the right timing for me, and I don't think it's going to be the right timing for me unless something comes up locally, because I am a single mom. I have to work really hard to pay my bills, to get, everything that I have, and just get by on a week-to-week basis, that I don't have the money or even the resources to. I would love to, but I just can't. And so I wanted to put that out there. If you've invited me or you've mentioned it to me and I have either declined or not replied, it's because of that. I would love to. I really, really, really would, but I just don't have the resources right now to. Maybe in the future that'll change. But for now, unless it's something local, I'll have to pass, and I really hope everyone has fun at these meets and greets and has a great time and is able to enjoy the camaraderie and just, get to know everybody much better. And I wish I was there with you guys, and, but unfortunately I can't. A big thing that I wanted to touch base on. It's been 4 months in surgery, and I had yet to experience dumping syndrome, except for one time. Before surgery, my favorite food, or my weakness food, was pasta. I love pasta. I always have. I've always loved Italian food, lasagna, spaghetti, stuffed shells, penne. All of that stuff I love. I would prefer pasta over any other dish, even sweets, because I love sweets, but that was never my weakness. That was never my Achilles heel. It was always the pasta. Well, I decided one day to go ahead and try eating chicken Alfredo, because I said, I don't eat bread, and I don't have any other carbs really other than veggies. I mostly stick to protein and vegetables. So, let me just try it out and see. So I had some chicken Alfredo one night, and it was very little. I had like maybe 2 or 3 ounces. It was some very small bowl, a couple of bites of it, and I was full, and I waited and waited and waited, and I didn't have any bad reaction to it. So I was like, this is awesome. I get to have my pasta in small quantities. I'll just do it every so often, and it won't hurt me. Well, stupid me decided the next day, well, you know what? The pasta sat so well with me the night before. I'm going to go ahead and have it again. So I went ahead, and the following night had another 2 or 3 ounces of some chicken Alfredo. This time the only difference was that I included some broccoli, because that's another one of my favorite foods. Unfortunately, though, I have not been able to keep broccoli down for some reason. It's one vegetable of all the vegetables that I have tried that every single time I try, I throw it up or I get really sick to my stomach. So I went ahead and did that. I had some broccoli with some chicken Alfredo. Dumbass. The worst dumping syndrome ever. I have never felt as bad as I did, like within a minute or two of eating. It was horrible. My heart was racing. It was pounding so hard and fast. I felt it was going to just break out of my chest. I was throwing up. I had diarrhea, TMI, I know, but I just want to put it out there. My head was pounding. I was freezing. Like, my body temperature dropped that I had to jump in bed and throw like 4 blankets on top of me. My body was shivering. I could not lay down in a comfortable position because every position that I laid down or tried to lay down was uncomfortable for me. And it lasted about a good 3 hours before I finally started to feel better. But I just could not function. I had to literally just climb underneath bunches and bunches of blankets and try to warm myself up, and just every few minutes get up and throw up or use the restroom the other way, and wait for it to get out of my system. So needless to say, it will be a little while before I try the chicken Alfredo again. Now, I don't know if it was because I mixed it with the broccoli, and the broccoli never really sits well with me, but I think it had a little bit to do with the fact that I had the pasta as well. So I'll wait a little while and try it again, maybe in the future without the broccoli. So yeah, dumping syndrome, not fun. The funny thing about that, on the other side of that, is that I have yet to experience dumping syndrome when I eat something sweet. So the whole reason why I had this surgery was so that I would not be tempted to eat sugars, sweets, things like that. Because I figured when you have RNY, you eat something sweet, you have dumping, you're not going to want to eat it again. Not the case for me. Unfortunately, that is just not the case for me. I have tried pumpkin pie. Small amounts. I mean, like a bite or two. It's never been anything huge, but nothing. No reaction. I've tried drinking orange juice, which I thought was going to be a huge no-no. Orange juice has way too much sugar, and it's something that I used to love drinking before surgery, but I had been afraid to drink it. Figured, okay, I'm 4 months out, let me try. I had a whole glass of orange juice, and not a single reaction to it. What? Alcohol. I tried drinking alcohol. Figured I would at least get a buzz. No. My body didn't have any reaction to it whatsoever. The only reaction that I had, which is what I would normally have when I had alcohol, was that my face would get a little bit flushed and I would feel a little warm. But as far as getting a buzz or feeling lightheaded or just drunk, nothing. No reaction whatsoever. So what the F? Like, am I the only one that is reacting to, to certain foods like this? Like, I don't get it. I thought for sure that RNY was supposed to, especially since, I just figured I would be the same as my sister. My sister can't eat chicken, or she couldn't eat chicken. I mean, she's 6 years out now, and now I think she can eat chicken, but I remember the first year she couldn't eat chicken at all, and I have no problem with chicken whatsoever. She can't have anything that has sugar in it. She has to use either Splenda or some other, fake sugar, or some other sweetener, and because she gets dumping syndrome every time she has something sweet. And it's just not the same for me. It's not the same at all. I can't have pasta, but I can eat sweets. Like, I don't get it, but whatever. And so the last thing I really wanted to... okay, I'm going to hurry up because it's already 18 minutes in. Last thing I wanted to touch base on is vitamins. I have been hearing a lot and watching a lot of videos recently about people having blackouts and ending up in the hospital and just being vitamin deficient. And I have to say, I went to the doctor recently and I got my blood work done. And yes, I'm vitamin deficient, but it's not because I'm not taking my vitamins. Like, it's so important. And I am not one of these, I'm not going to scold anybody and point my finger and say, you're not doing good by taking your vitamins. But I see it with my sister. Like, I see the difference in the way, I don't know, I guess because she's 6 years out, she doesn't think it's as important, or I don't know, I didn't really ask her, but I see the difference, and I think the vitamins making sure you take your vitamins on a regular basis is so important, so important. I mean, you had the surgery to be healthy, and just having the surgery is not enough. You have to take your vitamins. I'm not saying it's easy, because I can't remember every single day to take all of my vitamins. I try to take as many as I can. I am severely anemic, where I'm to the point where I could be probably needing to have iron infusions, but, you know, I try to take my multivitamins, my D3 and my B12 folate every single day. I try to take my iron every single day. It's just that right now I have that liquid iron and it tastes like ass. So I have a hard time not remembering to take it, but just forcing myself to take it. And so the next time I go see my nutritionist, what I'll do is I'll just get a bottle of the pills and just do it that way, because the liquid iron is just horrible tasting. I can't stand it. So please, I mean, if you guys are deficient, if you have any deficiencies whatsoever, please, please, please make it a point to take your vitamins. Don't wait till it gets to the point where you're passing out and having to go to the hospital. You guys want to be healthy. You don't want your family to be worried about you and suffer because you're sick and you're not taking care of yourself. So that's my little rant about vitamins. But yeah, it is almost 6 o'clock in the evening on Christmas Eve, and I am going to start getting ready to head home. I got a 45-minute drive home. My daughter's waiting for me at home, and hopefully she has dinner ready for me. I've asked her to cook a little bit of fish and some side, so that I am not starving by the time I get home, because it's been a few hours since I've eaten. But I'm going to end it on that note. I wish everyone the best. I hope you guys enjoy your holiday time off with your families. If you're traveling, be safe and enjoy. And hopefully I will be able to post another update soon. I just don't know. Depends. You know, January is going to be tricky because, like I said, in January I start 2 classes, so it might be a little tricky for me. But I do plan on, before the end of this month, to do another Body Shots video, because I missed my 3-month Body Shots video update. So I'm going to try to remember to do the 4-month Body Shot video update. And then hopefully maybe sometime in January, if I can squeeze it in, I'll try to update again. I'll try, if I don't do an actual video, I'm going to try to update on Facebook whenever I have time available. But yeah, so I wish everyone the best. Enjoy, and I will see you on the next update video, if I make one. Take care. Bye.